Alright everyone, welcome to another episode of Gundam Explain. I'm Adam, and today we're going to look at the Robot Spirits Hi-Nu Gundam. I guess due to the new one coming out with the real grade Gunpla, but I wanted to kind of look back at the Robot Spirits version. If you haven't already, please subscribe. Doing a giveaway. There's a video in the description that links to the giveaway, the rules, and all that. So yeah, let's get started. Alright, and here is the figure on one of those newer action bases that I really like. They're very versatile. You can connect a bunch of pieces together. Yeah, and here is Amuro's Hi-Nu Gundam. Yeah, you can kind of see the design there. Let's see what we could zoom in here and look. Really awesome head design. Really like that. Love the colors on this, even compared to like what we see with some of the real grade, high grade, etc. Yeah, let's take a closer look at what it comes with. You know, and first of all, real quick, we can look at the instructions just to kind of get an idea of what it's actually showing, how to work the fin funnels, how they attach to the back piece. Even the fuel canister, that's what it's called. A little area that opens up there for the beam saber hilt. And then it kind of gets into where the beam saber plugs into the hilt. Kind of, you know, the typical kind of shield plugs and all that. And then the effect pieces for the fin funnel. It'll be cool to get into that. And then how you can alternate the back piece to the backpack. And how to hold the gun. So kind of simple stuff there. All right, so in terms of accessories, we have the bazooka. We have the beam rifle, if that's what it's called specifically. Still with the trigger finger attached. I think it's easier that way. We've got the alternate back piece to, which, to be honest, I'm not too sure exactly what the difference is or what it means. If anyone knows, feel free to leave a comment about that. We also have clear random effect piece. We'll get into that later. We also have the the fin funnel connectors, which is very common. We saw that with the Kshatriya. 4 clear pieces that are part of the fin funnel function, and I'll show that off in a little bit. And then here's what the effect parts look like. You can see here they're little. They're not hard or rigid or anything. A little soft, so that's good. It probably won't break easy. I don't think it could break at all. And there's 4 of those total. We have another beam for the beam saber, as well as another back part for the hilt, which we see already with the one I have set up here. And then, just the normal typical hands we get with the Robot Spirits. We have, something that would hold a beam saber because it's got like the fist to it. We've even got the closed fist, trigger finger. Actually, there's 2 different types. There's one that seems to be, extended. It's probably for the rocket launcher, and the one that's a little more minimal, probably for the, I don't know. Maybe, let's see. Yeah, we'll look at that a little more later, but the extended one is actually on the beam rifle, so the bazooka probably just uses the standard one. And then, the splayed hands for whatever kind of action you want to do. All right, let's, I'm going to take off the accessories, and let's take a look at the articulation. All right, and a couple more accessory-related things I want to show off since I was taking them apart. Here is the shield with the connector piece. This, goes on the side here. And if you would like, you can actually take that off and switch around where that is, depending on, how you want it sitting on the new Gundam. All right, and when it comes to the beam sabers, you can actually open it up right here, and there is a beam saber. So I had it in his hand. Let's see about how easy it is to stick in there. Actually, let me see what direction I've got it in. Okay, so... Oh, yeah, it clicks right in. You can close that. I love that. I love when the figures come with the beam sabers able to be moved around like that. Okay, so let's look at articulation. All right, and so for the head, we do have some nice swivel. Let's see how far that goes. Not too far. It's kind of blocked. Multiple reasons. It looks like the back here kind of sits down enough to kind of block it. But, I mean, you don't really need it to go too far. That's actually pretty good. Yeah, really seeing zoomed in on the camera here that this head has a great sculpt to it. But yeah, so let's see. It's got at the base of the neck as well as the bottom of, or the top of the neck into the head, it's got multiple points of articulation. So you can actually get a lot of up, down, forward and back, side to side. Just, it doesn't fully rotate around, but that's fine. It doesn't need to. That's still really good. With the shoulders here, the shoulder pieces, they move up pretty easily. I guess that's okay to keep it out of the way for the arms to move up. But when you're kind of posing it around, you just got to be careful that you don't have it like just sticking up like this and it just looks odd. Yeah, because with the shoulders, like a lot of Robot Spirits, there's a lot of, like you can kind of push it in, to keep it flush, or pull it out like that, and then you can kind of see in there where the articulation is. So yes, normal stuff I love about Robot Spirits is the articulation in the arms. They're there and they're great. There's even some sculpting there, so that's pretty cool. Just some added hidden sculpt. And I guess since we're working on the arm here, it's got the swivel there, the bicep. Let's see, the elbow is great. Let's see, hand, ball joint, kind of the normal thing we see there. All right, we get to the waist. Let's see what's going on here. Sometimes there's some interesting engineering that goes on. So it moves forward quite... Okay, so you can actually pull it up, if you can see that in there. Yeah, and it allows it to really get a good ab crunch going on. And that's actually really good. Let's see about a swivel. I'm going to kind of take my time here and see... I don't think it allows for full rotation, but that is pretty good. You really can't complain about that. Things don't need to move beyond what is required, and I think that's a kind of a good limit there. Let's see about going back. So there is that little gap down there, and that's not noticeable, but it's for the purpose of moving it back now. Let me take off these thrusters real quick. Another accessory piece that I didn't really jump into, but yeah, these thrusters, they look great. I love the color on that. Really well done. But yeah, let's see how articulation is going backwards. That doesn't seem to make a difference. This piece hits the back skirt anyway. But, I mean, really, if you're looking at that... Nope, this just came off. Yeah, I guess we'll get to that later. Just another random part for the back. Yeah, and so speaking of, this backpack thing, the thrusters, let's see, these thrusters themselves actually don't have any articulation. And yeah, so the ball joint here, that's for these little fuel canisters, and that actually just has full articulation however you need it. Now for the back, the fin funnel holders, or the binders, I think that's the terminology. So you've got articulation there as well as there, and let's see, does this move? Yeah. So there's really a lot you can do with that fin funnel articulation part. And then with the fins themselves, they move on this. It allows you to get some interesting poses for the Hi-Nu if you wanted to. And then I'll take one of these off real quick. And as you can see, let me zoom out just a little bit. Just like with the new Gundam, how it looks, it's very similar. You can adjust it to get that look with it. All right, and then moving down, so we've got the skirts here. The front skirts, they move up quite a bit, like way more than you need to. I feel like this is a dangerous pose for an enemy to come up against. We've got the side skirts. They move up quite a bit too, and they're on a ball joint, but it doesn't detach that easily like we sometimes see. And the back skirt, you know, sometimes they don't move, and this has some slight movement. Pretty good. It's not really totally required, but yeah, it's there. And then the legs, since we are here, the legs have a nice spread to them. Let's see. Yeah, that can go out pretty far. Then we've got the knee. Let's see. The knee can go up quite a bit, actually, like all the way. And then the foot also has a lot of good articulation, some side to side. Let's see something interesting. You normally don't see the Robot Spirit without the toe moving separately from the back or the heel. But yeah, this one, it's one piece. So, I mean, that's not a big deal, though. But I normally don't see that. I think the articulation here is just so well done that it just must not be needed. Yeah, because I can go quite a bit back. And we can get some details down in there. Yeah, and so with this back area, you know, we have this piece where it came off while I was, you know, filming. We've got a little joint on there. And let's see, let me put that in position where I can plug that in. So yeah, that plugs in easily, looks cool. I don't know if this is just because this was an alternate look in the manga or you know, just something I'm not familiar with. But you know what, I kind of like the way that looks, actually. But then also this top part comes off. So just another interesting part about this. All right, so I had to do this off camera because I had to hold it close to my face. But this plastic piece, I mean, it's very easy to plug that in underneath here. It's a slim little fitting, but it actually fits in nice and snug, actually. So I think that's well done for that. All right, and so far, as I'm working on the fin funnel, I then plugged in the arm piece here. I think this longer spot needs to be what plugs into the back here. And then there's a little adapter piece that I plugged in here. And if I can do it on camera. All right. Now we've got that plugged in. So let me do some finagling here. All right, and here we have it with the fin funnels and the effect pieces plugged in here. Really, it only comes with 4, even though there's a total of 6. I don't know if there's a separate option pack for that with more, but still, this is great. It looks awesome. Yeah, it was a little weird getting the. I would say everything's pretty easy to put in. I would be very careful about maybe how you're plugging these things in. I could see them possibly breaking if you twist it incorrectly. And you could even see I had it plugged in a little funky. It could be, I don't know. I think you can kind of mess around with it however you want, really, to kind of see where you want these little funnels positioned. But also, yeah, if we wanted to look at like how the effect part looks here. Now there's a little plug at the top and bottom. It's a very thin plastic, as we saw earlier. It's very sturdy, but because of the thinness, it seems to easily come out when I'm plugging it in. Although even right now, using this and kind of moving it around, nothing's really falling apart. Yeah, it looks awesome. You know, just a note, now it's got that little wrist gun. That's pretty awesome. So I decided to pose him for that. Oh yeah, and then it has the fuel jets on the back, so you can kind of see it with everything plugged in, and there's little fuel canisters on the back there. So, and to show off the bazooka that he's holding, it is with the smaller trigger finger. It's a little weird to kind of get it positioned correctly on him, I think, due to the binders in the back, the fin funnels. Oh, you know, that was my bad. Yeah, these can kind of come apart easily if you're not careful. But yeah, I think without the fin funnels maybe and positioning the binders differently, you might be able to get a better looking shot with the, or better pose with the bazooka there. You know, and something else I wanted to bring up, you know, so I was looking at the, you know, the wrist gun here, and it has even a little like port there, but the beam for the beam saber doesn't actually fit in there. And I kind of wanted to show off then. You know, here's the beam saber, the plug at the top, You know, it plugs in nicely. Looks good. Love that blue look. Then also there's the smaller one for the bottom if needed. Again, yeah, looks great there. But yeah, too bad that you can't, you know, plug it into the wrist gun or even plug it into the beam cannon here. If it was just, or can you? No, it's just, yeah, this is just a little too big, but, and, you know, I have this, you know, bazooka piece, and it just does not fit on this. This is made, you know, I think for Stardust Memory or Veranime, kind of the later Robot Spirits that come out, but yeah, it just does not fit on there. That would have been a nice little addition, but yeah, there you go. So yeah, I guess there is the Amuro Ray's Hi-Nu Gundam from the Robot Spirits line. Yeah, if anyone has any questions or something, let me know in the comments below. Yeah, this is a really cool figure. I really like it. I have no complaints about it. Even if some of the attachments are a little finicky, I think the whole thing is actually awesome and totally worth it. And now there's also a metal Robot Spirits version. I would love to get that because I've seen that one. It has an option set part that even comes with a stand. That might have to be a future get of mine. But anyway, hope you enjoyed this. If you want to see other videos like this, I do have a playlist of my other collectibles, and then I'll always be doing reviews of even other Gunpla. But if there's any other Robot Spirits or Gundam collectibles you want to see me review, let me know in the comments. And again, be sure to check that video that I have in the description about the giveaway I'm doing. So yeah, thanks for watching. Talk to you guys next time.